meditation, spiritual leadership, and you're curious to know what are other speakers, go to our Instagram channel and you can check it out there. All the talks that has happened on Empowerment Talks. Now, coming to the speaker for today. Today's speaker is Sreedevi Unni. Now, she is a Mohiniyattam dancer, Indian film actress. She has worked in cinemas in Kerala, that is the Malayali film industry, entrepreneur, filmmaker, theater and art teacher, and a choreographer. She runs her own academy as well in Kerala. So I'm very much curious because out of all the conversations that I've had on this show, there was nothing that I've done with a dancer, with an entrepreneur who has worked as an actress in the industry. That is not the industry that is flourishing right now, but she has worked in the past and she's currently working as well. So very much curious in how the development of the industry has happened, how the people are taking the new industry, how an old actress is performing in the real industry. A lot of questions. So if you guys are curious enough to know what's your questions, to park it up there, and over to you, Sreedevi ma'am, to take us through the session. Just a second, I'll unmute you. Please go ahead.
Hello, good evening to all. I'm very happy to be here on this platform, and my hearty congratulations to the whole young, energetic, enthusiastic team. It's a very interesting subject today, enhance the quality of life with positive thinking. What I'm going to talk is based on the experience I had gone through in my life. So come to the point, enhance the quality of your life with positive thinking. The quality of life is determined by the quality of your personal communication. So you can take any experience in your life and make it work for you or against you. It is how you perceive your experience, and that will make all the difference in your life, positive or negative. Everything that had happened in your life has happened for a reason. Things do not change. You can only change yourself through your attitude towards the constant change. So there is, suppose I say, we are used for the very carpeted area, or you are in the very shining floor, you're walking all the time, very luxurious. But when you go in the office or in the house, when you go out, you have to face a lot of other things on the path. No, you will be saying, what will you do? You will wear a shoe. No, you can't change the whole world. It's a very simple example. And we are what we believe we are. If you have positive internal representations or beliefs, it is because of what you have created. Ask yourself, who am I? Our doubts are our traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. From William Shakespeare. Here also I have an instance to tell you. I have learned a lot of things from my students. They're from their attending the class or the behavior or the confidence, whatever. Once I was taking the class and one girl joined the class. She's a mother. And she was really wanted to learn Mohiniyattam and to come up. She never got a chance when she was young. She's a mother. Then I said, okay, very good looking, no problem. Yes, she has got dedication also. So we started teaching her, and she came to one level where I can put her for the first performance. We call it Arangetram on the stage. She came for the rehearsal with all the final rehearsal. And in front of all the orchestra people, there are 6 people will be sitting in front of her. The minute she came for the rehearsal, got ready, everyone was ready, but she just went blank. She just wanted to give up. With all the effort of the teacher and the student and all the other people, and we were very patient. So I called her and told her, this, you can't do this. I had to motivate her. And this is the right chance. If you don't attempt, you are going to really lose. You are going to miss something very seriously in your life because this was your desire. Then after some time, I had given her some certain exercise and the breathing exercise and made her relax. And she did. She came and she performed very beautifully well for more than 1.5 hours on the stage the next day. So that I always think that does require, and you have to attempt. Because of the fear, you don't attempt many things. And happiness and success in life are not the result of what we have, how we live. New thing. Now think about some of the negative notions that most of us have that can even affect your physiology. What is the source of this illness? The negative notions act as a slow virus and defeat your immune system and causes our antibody to attack our nervous system. So it is therefore very important that we send positive signals to our nervous system. I can give you some interesting points that could help you to lead a positive and healthy life. First, you listen to your own body wisdom, which express itself through comforts and discomforts. You don't have to force yourself to be in one posture, and whenever you feel uncomfortable, your body wisdom says. So you have to behave accordingly. So you listen to your body wisdom and live in the present and look for the fullness in every moment. That's what I do. That's what I like to do. That's what I want to do. Fullness in every moment. So take time to be silent and to meditate, to quiet the internal dialogue, and you will realize the source of pure awareness. Relinquish your need for external approval. You are the best judge for your worth. Judge yourself by your own goals and do not compare yourself with another person. But here also, one more point. We say we don't compare with any other. Suppose we want to compare. Suppose we compare. Always compare with the worst case than you. So that is another instance I can tell you later what had happened to me. That is, you don't compare with the equal people, or else always go to the worst case. Then you will feel that you are much better. Then somebody else will be comparing you as a worse case than them. So what is it? It's just a cycle. And know that the world out there reflects your reality in here. It's a reflection. Your reflection is in the world. And do not contaminate your body with toxic food, toxic drink, all those things, because the body is, I consider, no, the scriptures say it is a temple with 9 doors. That is a, that's the body is a like a worship place. So normally we keep our worship place very clean. So that's the way you have to keep your body also in full condition. It's a temple for the soul to reside. And in Ayurveda, they say the treatment starts for any ailments. They always focus on your tummy condition. They start cleansing your tummy. They say the all the disease starts from the stomach. So that's what is our intake. So you are consuming a lot of toxin and we are having related problems also. And replace your fear motivated behavior with love motivated behavior. So, how do you do that? Fear is the product of memory. The hurt you felt in the past, if you do not emboss the past hurt in the present, you can wipe out the fear of being hurt. Find the security of your own way with love, unconditional love. We say love and love, dharma, truth, divine are all the synonyms of love. And love is the only highest value. Understand that the physical world is just a mirror of your deeper intelligence. What is intelligence? Intelligence is a prana. This prana resides in you. And this prana is a part of cosmos. So you are inseparably linked to the power of cosmos. In a deeper level, you cannot live with a toxic mind because every thought makes an impression on the whole field of intelligence. Positive notions create a good shield for you. We can have some few exercises also for that. So realize that you have an interpretation. So free yourself from past interpretations. Set aside your old mindset when you are holding your interpretations tightly. Your body also undergoes stress. So it is not important to question your, so it is important to question your interpretations. Look at things from a new perspective, to new angle, and question your interpretations to see if it is still valid. Focus on the process and not outcome. Karmanyevadhikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana. In Bhagavad Gita, it says, don't think about the outcome. That means you have to have the outcome, but you don't concentrate on that. You just concentrate on the process, the way to achieve that. So when that mark is clear, you will get the positive result. And stress always arises when you concentrate on how something has to turn out. When you go through all these steps, the daily Annoyance that creates the inappropriate stress dissolve very quickly, very easily. So now take a hurt from your past experience. I tell you, you can experience that. Take a hurt from your past experience. I feel hurt, but that does not mean that the other person is bad or meant to hurt me. Maybe it was only the behavior of the other person that hurt me and not the person itself. I have been hurt like this before. Maybe I was too quick to judge the incident. I was too quick to judge the incident. I need to see things as they are. Take the things as it is. So I don't need to see myself as a victim here. Did I give any importance for the other person's hurt other than mine? Put yourself in the other man's shoes and you will experience, you will know, you will realize, you will understand more. So let me forget my feelings for a second. How did the person feel? How did that person feel? You just think for some time. This incident can help me. This is a plus point for me. I don't really care about blaming this person or getting back at her or him. So take a totally positive direction. That means forgiveness is the best gift you can give to anybody. So thank that incident. It makes it much easier to forgive. So learn from the experience. Some guidelines to lead a pure, smooth, carefree life. Conversation to God. That is prayer. Include others also in your prayer. Loga samasta sukhino bhavantu. Follow this voice within us. Follow your voice within, and it will never betray you. Seek your joy in what you give than what you get. And keep secrets of others. Somebody is depending on you and revealing the secret of that person. You keep it within you, but do not hide your secrets. Hide your secrets, and even do not reveal even to an intimate friend. That will have some other complications later. So try to hide your secrets. And praise always in public, criticize in private. That's all the good, positive approach. And we have 6 enemies in our life. The 6 enemies, you have to conquer them. You have to kill them. So the captain of the enemy is the anger. The desire, anger, greed, delusion, pride, envy, unhealthy competition. There are the 6 enemies we have. We had to conquer them. And that once the anger develops more and more, and even our intelligence also get destroyed. Then you behave not like a human being. You will behave like not a human being at all. So anger is a very big problem for us. And I always follow five, the letter P in the five forms. That is, I positive, precise, polite, persistent, and prepared. These are the things I try to apply in my life to overcome so much of stress. No, but to overcome, that means you cannot forget things, but you have to overcome. Then you have to remain the same, equal. When somebody is praising you, or somebody is criticizing you or insulting you, you should have the same mind, same balance. It is also there in the Bhagavad Gita, Tulya Ninda Stuti Mauni. Tulya means equal. Ninda is the content. Stuti is the praise. When somebody is praising you and somebody is condemning you, you have your mental balance straight. Balance it, face it with the same attitude. Then, sukha and dukkha, the pain and pleasure. This is a competition of life. So face that also, pain and pleasure. Balance it. You remember, we have to live with the plus and minus, negative and positive. Everywhere we are balancing it. And the self-confidence, this is called Shraddha. So how we can have the three H to follow: the head, the heart, and the hand. These three H, if you follow, you can develop your self-confidence. And another thing, what I always used to tell my students or to my all my viewers or my listeners, mostly women are, I used to address to women more. So, Shravana, Manana, Niridhyasana. This is a motto. Shravana, you listen to your guru or listen to your teacher or listen to your parents or listen to your friend, listen to your class, whatever. Listen first, give them, be a good listener. Then take it into your mind. You don't have to swallow the whole thing as it is. Once it goes inside, manana is analyze. You analyze it. Then you get the real result, which is good for you. You take that and niridhyasana, practice. And it should be you that practice not 1 or 2 days like that, not for some time. Niridhyasana is a continuous. It should be consistent. So that is the abhyasa, we call it. These are the things you can always Shravana, Manana, Niridhyasana. These are the few tips I can give you from what I have acquired and during my life experiences and facing many things. It's like that. And how do you do? How do you deal the whole thing? Deal it with the train. Train your mind. Transcend your mind. Transform your mind. Then transcend your mind. Here I always think training mind is better than controlling. Controlling the mind is something I have a feel that something else is controlling. So what is it's a forcefully. You are forcefully controlling that. I can't, because inside you want it, but you can't have it. But you want it. but you are controlling. It's something out, something else is coming to control you, some power, which is not acceptable. But what you do, train your mind. The train your mind. Anything you get trained, right? So train your mind. That is the best training you can have. Train your mind. From the after the training, your mind, you can always transform. Then you go to the transcend. So three levels will help you to implement all this lot of a lot of problems in life, and you can make your life in a very positive direction maximum. Nobody can do 100% positive life, but at least we can reach to a good percentage of.
Thank you very much, Sreedevi ma'am, for this wonderful, wonderful talk. And it's
Thank
actually
you.
insightful to listen to so many things that you have spoken about. And on this show, we have discussed so many things in the past, and it was just a recap of all these things summed up in a very wonderful way for all the listeners who have not watched our episodes. But it was the wonderful words of wisdom. I can say the wow is like words of wisdom coming out from your mouth for everybody to listen to. I would straight away jump into the Q&A with you, and you did mention about one of the beautiful things that compare with the worst. And it is something very, because for all of us, it's kind of we compare with the best that the other people have. And when I say the best, what people put out to, like an example could be what people put out on their social medias, or what people put out in their books or something like that. So what they actually like, if I have to post a picture, I've clicked 100 picture, I will put the best one rather than putting the worst one. Now in this world, how do you make sure that you're comparing yourself with the worst, because the other person will only is only showing their best out in the world?
See, why do you want to compare first of all? So when you have your self confidence, when you know that you are the best for you. So when you compare with others, compare always with this little less than you. So what happens? I tell you what has happened in my life.
Yeah, please.
That is the way I treat. See, when I met, when I lost my daughter, I was taken to different godmothers, godfathers, like that. So when I went to a very saint, one lady, she's a saint. She asked me, what happened to you? Why you are so depressed? Why are very, you are not able to take the life further? Then she said, see, listen. Then there was another mother like you who came and sit in the same place where you're sitting now, and was crying for her daughters. She met with an accident. She had three daughters, and she lost all the three. Then she said, what is for you? You are in a much better position. You are blessed with a son. Why don't you see like that? Then I thought, oh, that is a real kick, I got. Then I was just comparing myself. Oh, that's the worst case. So I have to. I have to get up. I have to move. I have to move forward. I have to be strong. Take the life forward. There is a mission for me. Then days passed. Then another thing happened in my circle only. There were three daughters for the mother. One daughter died consuming the wrong medicine. Then she was comparing me with her to her mother. Mom, you had got two daughters left. She got only one daughter. See her case now. It's very bad. You have two daughters. She had a lot of dreams. She would have had a lot of dreams. You have a lot of things about a girl. So you are lucky. We are there for you. See, that's what it's like, a cycle. So where we are. That is the way I said the comparing. So you can compare yours. Why do you want to compare? Why do you want to judge with somebody else? So when you do the best what you can do, then
I
that
do,
definitely it will be a success.
I do understand for a fact that it's like when you compare yourself with others, and it just became so prevalent. Like I would just go at the basic, like how is comparison different from competition? Because competition makes you excel as well, and there is a very subtle line. And if you can explain, because all throughout, like my childhood was all about comparing myself, or competing myself for good grades, competing myself for other things. So what is the difference between that, and how when you're an adult, that competition is gone away, but there are still competitions in other fields of life?
Always the healthy competitions are good. When the competition is really, no, it's not very unhealthy competition. Unhealthy criticism only creates the problem. See, as you said, the comparison, if you compare with a high, okay, I have to be like him, I have to be like her. It's a comparison. So why do you want to, this, it shouldn't be a competition to succeed the other person. So it's an unhealthy competition is a problem.
And I think it's the wonderful insight that I have from Empowerment Talks itself was to look at the world from the place of abundance, and the place where there is everything for everybody. It's for you to go and get it, and how much effort you put in to get that thing. Now, the second thing that was about the unconditional love. Now, this unconditional love, I know for a fact that it is much more prevalent in your blood relations of father daughter, or mother daughter, father son, and all sort of thing. What about when the unconditional love, can you develop unconditional love for other human beings, and if you do it, what are the ways to do it?
Unconditional love you can create with any relationship. For that, you really should have your own insight. So the unconditional, you are not expecting anything from the other person. Like you, as you said, like a mother and child. Mother doesn't expect anything from the child. So that is unconditional. Even to when you pray to God, we are asking for so many things. There is a condition. No, with the God also, there is a contract. You give me this, you give me that. When I do this, I
Yeah,
do
there's
that.
this constant bribing happens, like I'll do this, I'll
Yeah,
put
it
lunch,
happens.
I'll put you
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
it's all conditioned. Yeah, there is a condition. Even among friends, there is a condition. Even I tell you, between a teacher and the student, there is a condition because she is expecting so much from the student, and vice versa. So that is the unconditional love. Is the pure love. It has to come from within. And I do not think it is many people have achieved that level, unconditional love. It's a very complex subject.
Now, there was this thing that happened in your life that you did mention about the story of losing your daughters and then building up your life and all sort of thing. I want to change a bit of the conversation here and want to go deeper into that. Like, what was Sridevi then when she heard the news about this happened, and how much time did it took to you to kind of come out of this and say out loud to the world that okay, this thing happened with me, have gone through this, I've learned this things, and now I can go about saying it to world vocally that through the moments of struggle is actually when your new birth is happening, or something like that.
Actually, this news is not uh, heard by me. I was a witness. I'm the
Oh,
only, yeah, I'm the only person survived.
oh,
So I only know what had happened. I know what has happened. So from there, it's how the people or the mother will get, which is completely shattered. No, it's right. And it was not. It is away from my home. It was a car accident. So when we come home, I just saw my son's face, his grip. He was a young boy, young man. He just came and gave me a grip. And he said, I'm here. That was the grip. That was my first spark in me. Oh, my child. So from there, I thought I should start doing something. But that was a mental, how the atmosphere, everything you can imagine. You can't imagine that kind of stress I was
Yeah,
going through.
it's totally like the way what
Yes.
happened with you is, and and then from there. So now, when you moved out of that phase, and how long back was that thing? It was
No, moved out. It took a long time. This is more than 28 years, 25 years now. So this is the life what I'm coming and sitting in front of you and talking only because the way I have applied so many things like this and meeting right people at the right time.
okay.
And when your antenna is clean, no, to receive. So I was very receptive. The receptive and some people used to cultivate the positive thinking in me. So
So
I have.
how important is those people in your life? And when I say that, what I want to ask is I want to make it as a general umbrella. Like if you with uh, surround yourself with people who are there who puts the positivity into you. So how important it is it to surround yourself with people who are very much positive, who are constantly feeding that positivity inside you?
Your voice is breaking.
I'm saying how important it is to surround yourself with positive people.
Yeah. So that is, I think I'm really lucky. I'm really fortunate to have, I told you, the right people. My, actually, my immediate family and my doctors and my friends, who all, because the person whom we lost was she has won everybody's heart. That was the character. You see, it's all a mixture of. Then first, I was not able to I don't want to accept it, right? Mind will never wanted to accept it. So I started building up my imaginations. And I started listening to her voice in the recorder. She was a singer, and I started seeing her photographs frequently. It's all became a part of my therapy. And since I'm a dancer, I'm really, my doctors came and Dr. Aram Verma. He was my living God who had really put me out from the bed. So then he was the first guru for me to say, what is the priority in your life? You want to be like this, and you want your daughter also in the other bed, like completely invalid. You prefer that, or you prefer this. These are the counseling I got when I was. And my doctor used to not come and sit because we are family friends. So he used to come, he will not come and sit on the chair and talk like a professional doctor. He used to just come and just jump and sit in next to me like that. And will ask, hello, Sreedevi, how are you doing today? This is the way he started building up the positive. Then I thought, oh my, and I'm hopelessly lying down on my back. I'm totally helpless. He said, and he was smiling and just said, no big, something has happened to me, something very nice, what he was talking like, no? He said, okay, come on. So what is next? What is next? What is the for tomorrow? Then he said, okay, I don't know. Then I told him, I have some doubts. Then he asked me, you don't trust me? You have a doubt? You don't trust me? No, I trust you, but I don't trust myself. That was my answer. So trusting yourself. So there he got
So
another point. Then
that's
he started. Okay, what are you going to do? And I said, what is your main problem? I said, my two legs is broken, but one leg is cooperating, other is not cooperating. Why? I am asking him. My left has got more injury. Right is slightly. It is also injured, but left is trying to listen to me. Right is not listening to me. Why, doctor? It's like. Then he laughed. Oh, that's a big question. See the drama he created there to me. As an artist, I'm talking. Okay. Oh, this is what happened to you. Oh, why it is now? I too don't know the answer, Sridevi. Why don't you get the answer? Let us have a competition. We will bet tomorrow when I come, you tell me what is. I will also try to get the. He knows already. It is a very holistic approach. Also, he had. He was not just a neurosurgeon. He came and I said, okay, next day I was waiting for him very anxiously. I was very anxious to meet him. He came on the correct time and he said, okay, immediately the first question he asked me, did you get the answer? Oh, then I said, then he said, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Then, then I was a little happy that he didn't get the answer. I said, I got the answer. Oh, what is it? So he's building my the trust in me, right? And he's building up the confidence in me. Then I said, I know the cause, doctor, because I know my left leg I'm pampering more. I'm giving more attention to that. And my right leg is neglected because I take it for granted. So that is why he wants more attention from me. Then he said, you won. You won the game, Shige. That is the proper answer. So now you realize there is a mind in every cell. That is the first positive thinking, positive way I started applying my exercise. He said, every cell has got a mind. So you converse with the mind to mind conversation. That's what I said, the inner conversation, mind to mind conversation. You tell them, you are my body, nobody else is there to help me. You have to help yourself. How I can't depend on anyone. Then you start conversing with yourself. It will start. This is what had happened. You have been doing it. You have been more considerate. That is that is the way I could get out from. I could get an answer when I was in the bed, but I was receptive. That is, you are receptive. That is the reason you are able to accept whatever I say, whatever I find in you. Only I'm telling. I am not getting anything supernatural power. Just I'm working on you. So that is the way I could come out. Then I started a lot of things. So my guru came to my room like that. I couldn't go after. I didn't have to go find a guru, and I had Bhagavad Gita for 9 years, studies and Upanishads and all from all the scriptures give me a lot of answers. And my dance again I started. He said that is your life because
I
you
think that's
cannot.
wonderfully put up with a very good story over there and actually telling us your life example and how one person that was a guru who changed and planted that seed into your life and brought so many different aspects of your life together and then you got this interest. Now I want to just touch a tap on one of the thing that is uh, what is it that is your your acting journey and your dance journey. So, how have you enjoyed the journey so far, and what is it that you look forward for in the same journey?
I'm still enjoying that. Because basically,
I
in the
can
very
I can see
childhood,
from
I'm
your
a dancer.
answers. I can see from
I'm
your
a,
answers that you are a wonderful actress. The way you did that whole melodrama of things and that things. I can feel it from your responses that you're a perfect
it's,
actor.
it's like that. And when I was as a very small child, maybe 5 or 6, I don't remember the age, when my memory started, so I wanted to become like Vaijayanti Mala. She
Uh,
was my, yes, she was my, I don't know why. I was very small and she was in her teens. So I took her like my inspiration. Then I wanted to become a dancer. Basically, I'm into dance and acting, and where I wanted to become a film actor also those days. I'm talking to you many, many, many years back. So this is a new generation. I'm from the oldest generation. So that then there was a lot of
but there's nothing old about you. There's nothing old about you.
You cannot enter into a film or an open stage and in the public and all. You can't go to an institution, learn dance. But the masters used to come to your house. That was the system, a beautiful system. I'd really enjoyed with my beautiful parents and my beautiful childhood. So when I got married, that is another stage, right? So when I got married, and I'm fortunate to get a husband who is also into all
Wow.
this art. He was a singer, and we started the journey from the day one onwards. He used to sing for my performances like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that is the way. And he was a business executive, but he was, see, the problem, the fact is when in our culture, and I'm from, I'm a Keralite, and I'm from the family, Nair family, where we all the girls are trained to dance and sing at a very young age. That is a part of your growing. So you are making the girl to face the world through the art. To we call it sahridaya. So I mean with a very sensitive heart, sensible heart. So this is the way I've been brought up by my mother or grandmother, whoever it is, and it was like it's sort of joint family and full of fun. And when after getting married, also I was continuing that. Then I
Wow.
got my
That's
I
so
had
good. Like, lot of,
fortunate.
yeah, that's so fortunate because a lot of families and a lot of girls, they kind of, deviate from their childhood dreams when they get married. And you were fortunate enough to,
And
get
yeah,
married. And
I for that I should thank my mother. I said the mothers have the big role in the family, in your family, in your life. Mother has to be a mother. Not because they are the power, they are the Shakti. So she was very particular of getting a boy who can appreciate the art, my art. Or not only mine, my two other sisters are all equally talented. So all the husbands were all into,
wow,
at least
I would
they
love to,
appreciate
I would
dance.
love to meet such family over here. So thank
So
you very
that is the
much.
condition.
Thank you very much for tuning in for Empowerment Talks and having this wonderful conversation with me on the show. Now, before I end up the show, I want to ask you what is your feeling coming to Empowerment Talks and how some beautiful words for the platform. I know yesterday's speaker that we had was your friend as well, and Chandni has been the one who was coordinating between us. So, how has been the journey throughout and giving this talk to the wonderful people? And we are live streaming on YouTube as well.
So what I like to tell you the one more point, and I will sum up it. Like
Yeah, for sure.
uh, as in Siddhartha, Herman Hesse writes, within your within you there is a stillness and a sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. That is it's a beautiful sentence. So I always retreat to myself for some time. Whenever you feel uneasy, look in. Then you have a lot of
You
and the
have
many
all the answers within you. That's what you want to say. And thank you very much. And thank you everybody who has tuned in on YouTube. So and do subscribe to our YouTube channel and do because these are the daily conversations that inspire. Now I would go to the now I would go to the Zoom audience. If they have anything to ask, please go ahead and ask the Sreedevi ma'am. Just